Hey, Gold.
Hey, Mel.
Hello. I am still prepared for that episode from Hurricane.
Oh, by the way, I can hear your voice
Yeah.
perfectly fine, which means yes, everything's worked as charm. And also, nothing to note. I watched AGT with my family for dinner.
Oh,
The
awesome.
last act. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
Sword Swallower.
Oh, Evie has finally returned to us.
Hey, Evie. Evie, I have a question. Oh, Evie, I have a question. Have you ever seen a guy swallow swords?
I don't know.
It's insane.
Sorry for not being in the stream for the past few days.
That's fine.
Okay.
Well, don't worry. Don't worry.
Super
Don't worry. You didn't really miss much. I mean, besides actually some more Pokemon memes.
Yep. Also, yeah, she also had to take care of a toilet.
I saw that.
She had to take care of a toilet.
I saw that yesterday.
Yep. Well, I guess I'll start with the next chapter. Although right now, if I'm correct, we only have basically 5, units.
Sorry if I sound a little tired. Basically, hosting a sleepover is exhausting, especially for 4 days.
As a matter of fact, right now, like, I literally only have, like, and I kid you not, like, 5 units left. I need to actually kind of sort of build up to, like, their final skill, which is going to be pretty neat. Take a lot of time and effort, but hey.
Oh yeah, I completed all.
Oh wait,
Odyssey.
sure, I almost forgot. We still have the mission. I almost forgot.
Gold, I completed Odyssey.
Oh, nice. We do have a couple of supports, so let's begin with the sports first and foremost, so we can at least get all these done and over with.
I'm making myself some bagels for dinner. So.
Yep.
And remember how I was telling you guys about what happened?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened during Tuesday? Basically, the toilet overflowed because there was a clog.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, I hate those.
Yeah, Evie showed me that.
We're on a septic tank system.
Yeah, it looks terrible.
You kind of want to know something kind of funny? My toilet, or I guess in my own bathroom, is uncloggable.
Yeah, basically.
Let me tell you.
I didn't know at
it's
the time, but when
uncloggable.
Cindy ran the dishwasher that day, accumulated into my toilet until I ran the laundry.
Better than going through this again.
But I thought you liked that. Didn't you say you were fed up with it?
It overflowed directly, like about an inch.
It was a great night. He died.
Oh yeah, Gold. You probably heard me and Susie play Minecraft today.
Yeah, I did. I wish I could have joined you guys.
Basically directly in the bathroom. It was mostly in the bathroom, and then it spilled out a little bit on the carpet, like out front.
Oh yeah, I got
where Rosie's house is.
A creeper snuck up behind me and like almost blew me up.
Joined me.
Lives are at stake, including mine, and I have to run over and save your skin.
Yes. I'll try to be more careful.
Oh, there goes Rabbit Ash. Stupid.
Whatever.
Alright. Actually, well, you know what? Let's do a quick switch up. Before I go ahead and do another support, I'm gonna go ahead and actually share my current roster right now. So we can at least kind of see units in particular, how good, if they're good, at least current with the level that I need to kind of like
Yeah, on the channel.
Oh my god, I jumped the rabbit edge. Yeah. I managed to if you guys ever do accept something that's like it doesn't come out in
Isn't Leon in their champion? Oh yeah,
yeah. Backslash.
Mel, you're supposed to kind of make sure you tell. Sorry, guys. Mel basically had his
and bore crests.
made a mistake. Mel made a mistake again.
To the king's service as a knight. She fought in many battles at her king's side.
Alright, guys.
How did I fail?
Oh, I'm on my headset.
basic for you, but I'm only just now learning. And that has been taking the time to show me, actually.
Still, I can't believe you didn't know anything about it before her.
I was just never interested before. Even as a child, it never appealed to me. Fussy, pretty things always felt unnecessary. And gussing myself...
Okay, wait. Has never played an important part in my
Stop changing on me, please!
But you've piqued my interest in all this. How?
Okay.
It's not like I'd be dressing myself up.
The headset keeps on switching on me.
I'd be dressing up for the occasion, specifically. Even if I don't dress up any other time, a special occasion such as this is a good reason to try it out. Well, yeah, that's why we dress up.
Okay, wait, no, stop.
Meet someone, you want to look your best, don't you? Get their attention, lure them in. That's the exact opposite of what I just said. You said previously that dressing up for the occasion is reason enough. Oh, I just said that so you wouldn't run off screaming. I see. My real point is that you're quite lovely even before getting all fixed up. Absolutely bewitching, in fact. So when I'm finished with you, well, someone looking at you could be forgiven for wanting to pounce. Could they be? I don't know that I'd forgive them. Oh, I know.
Everybody was hearing in the background.
Ever. Just back off.
And then they stopped hearing gold.
Professor Hananaman, you wanted to speak with me?
Miss Marianne, hello. Do pardon the mess. Please have a seat.
Of course.
I have been puzzling over why your father would wish to conceal your crest. And I have arrived at a conclusion. Would you like to hear it?
No, I would rather not.
Ah, fair enough. Then I will keep it to myself. However, if my theory is correct, well, then it is only natural for you and your father to try keeping your crest a secret. That said, I feel I would be remiss if I didn't point out that I consider this decision a most grievous error.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Crests never manifest in someone unfit to bear them. Which means, Miss Marianne, you have the ability to make the most of your crest, because it is, by definition, your crest.
I have no desire to make use of my crest.
But it can be of service to you, and I would venture to suggest, to the world at large.
Ever since I was born, that crest has been nothing but a burden to me. My parents, too.
Ah, that's right. I have heard that you were adopted. Did one of your birth parents also have that crest?
Yes. It was my father.
Then that crest is evidence that you are your true father's daughter. Concealing it, hiding that truth from the world, is denying your true parentage, is it not?
I don't...
I'm not suggesting you flaunt your crest. That would be highly unnecessary, possibly even dangerous. I simply wish you to accept who you are.
Accept it?
Accept the crest and allow its power to come forward. Then it will open itself to you. Whatever the crest may be, whatever its origin or its nature, it can serve you. It is yours to command, however you wish.
Mine?
Nobody can decide how to use your crest, Miss Marianne. That choice is yours alone.
I will... I will think about that.
I like Star Ninja. What's going on with gold?
Yep.
Manuela, I would like to apologize. The other day, I said some things to you that I am, well, not proud of in the least.
Oh no, Hananaman. It is I who should be apologizing. I behaved in just the most dreadful manner. I was just lashing out at everything. You were right to call me out. Really. And I do very much mean this. I'm so sorry for my behavior.
No, please, pay it no mind. Actually, I'm thankful for what you said during our conflict.
Thankful?
Yes. You made me realize that I have a somewhat meddlesome nature. Thanks to you, I believe I found an area in which I can improve myself.
I could say the same thing, you know. Your accusations, they really hit home. After I cooled down, I realized you were right. I really ought to try and keep my emotions a bit more under control.
Well, that's good to hear. It seems this wasn't a fruitless clash for either of us.
Oh, indeed. There's nothing more depressing than a pointless fight, is there? Don't you wonder, though, just how many times we've had this same argument?
We do always seem to be at one another's throats before we even realize it. I don't know how we manage to keep it up.
You're not wrong. Something the matter, Hananaman?
Well, it's just... you don't smile like that very often. But when you do, it is quite charming. Perhaps your struggles in love are due to your reliance on false affection, instead of your more natural charms.
Well, thank you for the compliment. Even if you did have to spoil it with criticism. If you weren't so judgmental all the time, maybe you'd have had more luck in romance yourself.
What? Manuela, as your friend, I was only trying to give you a useful bit of advice.
And that so-called advice is exactly why I call you meddlesome and overbearing.
There it is. Manuela begins to protest even when she knows the fault lies.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Having received the Kingdom Army's plea for aid, Rodrigue has agreed to provide soldiers. In order to meet up with their reinforcements, the Kingdom Army sets out for Elel, the Valley of Torment.
This valley isn't a place I'd care to return to.
After the chilliness of Fargus, I can't seem to adjust to this extreme heat.
Historically, there have been battles whose outcomes were determined in part by the climate. You can't argue that this heat isn't a factor.
In conditions like these, who knows what will become of our morale.
Professor, be honest. How are you holding up? Monks once used this area as an ascetic training ground because of the intense environment. They say Elel was born of the goddess's rage.
Adorable.
If you believe the legends, this valley is evidence of the goddess's judgment, passed on humanity for its corruption. The forest that once covered the surrounding area was burnt to ash by a pillar of light that descended from the heavens. That legend fueled belief in a place of torment between our world and the next, where one's sins are purified in the cleansing flames.
Nonsense. Sins are not so easily washed away.
Indeed, and there are no accounts of such a place in Scripture. Yet those who cannot face their own sins have no choice but to cling to the idea.
I just don't think I can take this heat anymore. I think I'm starting to see things. Near those mountains over there. Is it just me? Or is there a group of people gathered there?
No. It would seem you are not hallucinating after all. Are those Rodriguez soldiers? No. But their banner is that of... No! It can't be.
That is House Rowe's banner. They curried favor with that witch and sold out Vargas.
We messed up. There must have been a spy among us. Will you have us meet them in battle, or wait for Rodriguez to arrive?
There is only one option. How kind of them to save us the trouble of killing them later. Never call those traitors our allies again. That banner belongs to the Grey Lion. It's a waste of breath to exchange words with one such as him.
His Highness is correct. He is not an opponent whom we can expect to negotiate with. Everyone, prepare for the attack!
Not talking.
Gold not talking. Okay, then.
Only gold needs to fix this issue.
Yep.
Valley of Torment. Perhaps a good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course.
That man who raises the lion's flag? Lord Gwendol. He is an elder knight who serves House Rome. Gwendol would, without thought, fight any battle if ordered. There is no chance of negotiating with him.
Can you hear me?
Alel is a
I can
deadly
hear you.
place. Flames burst from the ground with no warning. Sane people usually avoid it.
So the flames of torment burn your sins.
Oh yeah, Hurricane's
your
having a
life, your
problem with the
everything.
premiere feature.
If you wish to spare yourself the goddess's wrath, tread lightly.
Just letting you guys know.
I'm your girl.
I'll comply.
Ready when you are.
Let's make this quick.
There's no stopping me.
More fighting.
I'd be honored. What's my strategy?
Onward.
I do this for all of us.
Just stop already.
Well, there we go.
Oh.
Okay. Did you say something?
Episode, basically, it's finally out.
What?
I must steel myself.
Here it comes.
Without power, who can you protect?
Is that you?
Child's play.
What's going on?
Time for your last dance. Only thorns left on this rose.
I knew you'd come through.
can't afford to lose. Wait. I'll be home again soon.
Let's see.
God!
I cannot lose.
Good job.
I'm watching the episode and oh my god, it is delicious. Apparently he didn't. Apparently, the boss ghost from the last episode, he didn't put them down in the vault yet.
What?
They started talking.
Oh, yeah, like how long? Like how long has it been since that boss?
If you're sure.
I don't know. Yeah, and I can't believe Hurricane almost had his head chopped off.
Yeah, that would have been. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Basically insane.
Yeah. That would have been the end of the series right there.
Yeah. Hey.
Hey, do you guys have PS4?
Wow, thanks.
Or no?
See you in the eternal flames.
It is done. Onward.
You guys just have a PS4? I mean, a Switch?
I'm playing Pokemon right now, so.
Yep.
On the Switch?
And I'm watching Hurricane's new video.
Same.
Oh, I saw your
This is
pole.
my stage now.
you say?
So Cornelia has... The shield of Fargus has appeared. We can expect more out of him than the young ones.
What's wrong?
Oh my god!
Evie, what's wrong?
No. Basically, the scene for her.
What was that?
Did he...
You saw that, right?
Yeah, he threw a tomato at him.
I don't know why that's funny. Do you know who I am?
I'll comply.
Ready when you are.
I do this for all of us. I'm your girl. Onward.
There's no stopping me.
I'd be honored.
More fighting. Let's make this quick.
What's my strategy?
bit of cream cheese on a bagel to help satisfy the hunger.
Yep. I know how King Boo has a thing for melody. I'm just saying it.
I think he actually dated Melody back in the first game.
Yeah.
And I think she fell in love with someone else.
Yeah.
It broke his heart.
Yeah.
So I think Helen was trying to like
I won't falter.
kind of
Yeah.
rekindle the love in him.
Yeah.
Her.
No.
One of us has to die.
Theory. A game theory.
Yeah.
So reliable.
Yes, yeah, it's just a theory, a game theory.
Right.
The roar of battle.
I knew you could do it.
The first gem hint.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
At least I finally get to eat something.
It is done. Onward.
Too weak for this world. My...
Why'd you
I'm your girl. You saved me. Ready when you are. Onward.
There's no stopping me.
I'd be honored.
Let's make this quick.
What's my strategy?
More fighting. Will this ever end?
Good assist.
Still here.
Ah, perfection.
You're nobody's fool. This situation is dire.
I'll comply.
See you in the eternal flames.
Prepare your child's play.
Looking good. My duty is your death. What's next? I'll only slow you.
I'll comply.
I do this for all of us. A little scratch won't stop me. This situation is dire.
Onward. I cannot lose.
I'm your girl.
All talk and no action.
A striking display.
Ready when you are.
Face palm.
I must continue my training.
What do you do to face palm?
Child's play.
So Cornelia has planted spies even inside the
I cannot lose.
Too weak for this world. I'll never.
So steadfast. Let's make this quick.
What's my strategy? I'd be honored.
More fighting.
There's no stopping me.
I'm grateful.
Prepare yourself!
I've got no time for mercy.
When did this happen?
Persevere.
Well done.
Why, thank you.
Okay.
Not so fast!
So Hurricane can't go back yet, since the thing's been outdated. Well, it makes sense.
I will not die yet.
It's my duty.
gonna haunt you if I die.
Apologies.
Suddenly Luna.
It was the only way.
I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst.
Sweet. I'm in it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I gave him the most difficult one to do, you know, with all the coffins. Because I know that's going to be a bit of a... I knew it was going to be a little bit of a challenge. Yeah? What's wrong?
I do this for all of us.
Here we go. Oregon's got this. Hurricane's so dead. Hurricane! Oh.
It is done. Onward.
What? God.
Okay, I'm gonna do it! Yeah! Ernie's unstoppable.
Oh God, he's using his tongue.
Man praised as a lion is degraded to a mere traitor's underling.
A traitor's underling? That's upsetting, Your Highness. I am and always have been a knight of House Rome.
How dare you! You are nothing but a lowly beast scavenging for scraps! You have forgotten the dignity of knighthood.
I may be lowly, but this beast is devoted to his master.
Who won?
Oh my god.
So, who won? Did Hurricane win? Do any of these ghosts realize they can't beat Hurricane?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Also, I'm surprised Kingo caught his weapon with his tongue.
Young ones, I thank you.
Oh, tied him up with his tongue.
It is the way of knights to follow their master's orders without argument. Lord Gwendol was a good man.
Now he is just a corpse, nothing more. Let's go. Rodrigue is waiting for us.
It's been too long, Your Highness. But try to temper your joy, will you? This is a war, after all.
To say such a thing at a time like this. You have not changed one bit.
Don't let looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and... Gilbert, you have done well to locate His Highness. I am truly grateful. And you, I have you to thank as well. Well, we are in your debt. I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix, you have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom, or some nonsense.
If you know that much, then the rest won't take long.
Sure thing.
Enemy or not, it's undeniable that Cornelia's plan was nothing short of genius. After seizing power, she invited the Imperial Army to Ferdiad. There she reorganized her troops and then sent soldiers to hunt me down. Because of that, we were forced to act defensively, and now we're being forced into a difficult battle. She's been controlling the situation all along.
So that's been the witch's plan from the start. I should have killed her ages ago.
Your Highness, Ferdiad is in a terrible state right now. The tyranny is unbearable, and so the rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness, we should change course for Ferdiad and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
There's no time for that. We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire and the Emperor. I want that so much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
Silence!
Yeah?
No, Dimitri.
I know.
You will hear me out.
Just give me a minute.
Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the kingdom capital over the imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Okay,
Do
we're
not dare
gonna
put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips. Until I offer up that woman's head, Father will remain a slave to his lingering regret and hatred. Even now, he suffers. It is ceaseless. As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues.
You are my king. Our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow. But Your Highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge and yet along the way, lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind. Ah, I nearly forgot. Take this, Your Highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eretvar, the hero's relic once wielded by my father.
The very same. I managed to steal it back from one of Cornelia's underlings in Ferdiad.
Understated as ever, Father. It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor, may I request something of you? I wish to fight at your side.
Senile already, old man? Who will protect our territory?
I expected it would come to this, so I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise to our fallen king, to my dear friend. A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago. Now then, Your Highness, let's destroy the Empire together. My men and I will spare no effort. I pray that you are right, and that this will save the kingdom. Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy's stronghold directly. How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan? Then you must be aware that the kingdom and the empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains, right? Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the fell king Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west. I believe that may be difficult. After all, the western region of the kingdom is already loyal to the Empire. Perhaps we should consider going east, using the route that passes through Alliance territory.
The Alliance is currently split in two. Those who stand with the Empire and those who are against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose. We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Myrden in Alliance territory.
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it. However, the Great Bridge of Myrden is by far the largest, and it is also closest to the monastery. I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. I'm afraid it's a possibility, but it's still more practical than passing through the west.
Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation. Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy. In other words, hopefully, a friend.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage the Gloucester soldiers?
I am. If we take the bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire.
Then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Speaking of House Gloucester, I wonder how Lawrence is holding up.
If we meet him again, it will probably be as enemies. To be honest, I'd rather avoid seeing him altogether.
If you do not wish to kill familiar faces, do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steel your souls for the task at hand.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Kingdom Army meets with Rodrigue in Aelel, the Valley of Torment. With the strength of House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
Even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it? I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway? It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty. Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since, and I don't blame him. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness. Since this war began, we've seen countless generals, soldiers, and citizens die. It never gets easier. Professor, I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you. You are a brave one, aren't you? One worthy of leading the Church of Seiros, I dare say. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrddin, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you? Yes, such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
Am I doing all right? I hope I'm not too off.
Something over here?
The song reaches the goddess's ears.
Like the salad dressing? The shirt? Hold on a sec. Let me check around the apartment first. Where did you put a shirt? No, you didn't forget your shirt. You forgot your shampoo and soap. They're in my bathroom.
Too easy.
I'll double check my laundry. Heard. Used to it.
Well, I'm glad I passed.
Hi.
Oh.
What?
Really now?
In your face.
I hope they... Hey, how about a favor? Welcome.
Is that the one? Thanks, come back soon.
Hello there. Return soon, please. Yeah.
Welcome. Will this one do? Will this one do? Many thanks. 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 Will this one do? Will this one do? Many. Will this one do? Many thanks. 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 Come back soon.
Hey there. Come back anytime. Hello there.
She really learned not to take things so seriously.
This one, yes?
Right?
I think. Return soon, please. That sounds like...
This is... I like this.
That looks epic.
Eating.
Well...
Speaking of House Fralda, the current... I have a request.
Hey, you.
Oh-ho!
What?
Welcome. this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again.
There's an. I hope that. Oh! 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 Oh!
Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. You have a good eye. A pleasure. You have a pleasure doing beat. You have a pleasure. Come again.
Hello there. This one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? I think this one, yes? This one, yes? I think. Return soon, please. Oh, yeah. Hey there.
Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Welcome. Will this one do? Many things. Will this one do? Many things. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
I don't.
She doesn't. She never does. She never learns when to not shut up.
I enjoy. I see. Cooking is much. Wow.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And right now, the next the episode got up today. Hurricanes really badly hurt in the world, and plus Floaty's out of commission. Egad slipped him up, made him drink ghost tea, and it made him lose his powers.
Need something?
What? Come in.
See you again soon.
Will you not call me a dumbass, please? Alright. No.
The battle.
Professor? Oh, hello.
And I'm just.
The Great Bridge of Murden.
House for the current harbor.
Oh-ho. Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. Come again. Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. Come again.
Why are you taking over my cleaning responsibilities?
You're wounded, and you're going too slowly. I couldn't stand to watch.
You're still fretting over me, are you? I'm fine now, really. It wasn't even serious.
I could have handled the situation alone. That enemy wasn't much of a threat.
Yes, we all know you could have. But I also didn't want to risk something unforeseen befalling you. I've been doing some thinking. I feel a bit lost. I don't know that I'm cut out to be a knight after all. Without fulfilling that dream, without being a knight, I've been asking myself where my place is in the world. And I think I found my answer. I don't want to lose anyone anymore. So I want to protect those I hold dear.
That's why you were protecting me, huh? What a fool you are.
Foolish to act in line with what I value most? Were I to die, I would die knowing I followed my heart, my truest calling. I've been reading through more of that book I was telling you about. Recall the hypothetical question it posed? Do you carry out the orders or protect your hometown?
You've been reading that garbage again?
The book never specified that one should prioritize the commander's orders. Instead, it suggested that one should follow their heart in the matter. That's what a knight, that's what anyone being true to themselves should do.
That's just the editor's opinion.
Of course, and I find value in that opinion. Glenn died following his heart, not heeding the commands of the country or even the royal family. His death pains me to this day. It was a tragedy. But had he survived, I think he would have suffered. I will follow his example. No matter the outcome, no matter the circumstance, I believe in myself.
You know nothing.
What is it that you know then? What is it you fight for, Felix?
My own beliefs.
I see no difference from my own stance.
You don't understand.
You fight to be stronger than everyone, that you might protect those you care for, correct?
Okay, fine. You do understand. My point is, don't let this happen again. If you died, I'd be annoyed.
To avoid annoyance, then, I suggest you continue to grow stronger. If that happens, I might allow you to protect me too.
You're insufferable.
Excuse me, Ash. Do you have a moment? I finally managed to finish cooking a dish, and I would love for you to have a taste.
Sounds good. I'd be happy to. Wow, Mercedes. This is delicious.
I used that herb you suggested. Boiling it gave off such a lovely aroma. I think I used the right amount of spice, too. Even I could eat it without burning my tongue. I'm a much better cook now, thanks to you. I hope you can continue teaching me.
Oh, definitely. I should thank you, too.
Thank me? Even after all the trouble I've caused you?
Seeing you persevere has made me really happy. In fact, you've reminded me of someone I cared about a lot.
Oh, someone you cared about? Romantically? This is all so sudden, Ash. I don't...
I didn't mean it that way. I was actually thinking about my brother.
What a relief. I didn't even know you had a brother.
He was the son of Lenato, my adoptive father. I always called him my brother, though. Failure never got to him. All he'd ever do is laugh and try again. Whenever I was feeling down about a setback, he would cheer me up. He'd say something like, "Don't worry, we'll tackle it together next time." I was always happy to have him around.
He sounds like a wonderful person.
He was. And I get the same feeling from you.
I've done nothing but bother you with frivolous little things. I'm sure I could never be like your brother. But I'd like to stay by your side, if you'll have me.
What do you mean?
I want to be there to help you in times of need, or to cheer you up when you're feeling down. I should be able to manage that without doing too much damage.
I'm glad to hear you say that. Thank you, Mercedes. I know I can rely on you.
My head is pounding. You'd think I'd get used to this. Oh.
Manuela? Oh my goodness, you look terrible. Don't get up, I'll get you some water. I should fluff up those pillows for you. It will make you more comfortable.
I'm completely hopeless. I was so proud of being the reason you came to Garreg Mach. Dorothea wanted to follow in my footsteps. How great is that? I thought I'd use that as an inspiration to straighten myself out. Be less of a, you know, less of a disgrace. But here I am, right in front of you, dealing with the worst hangover I've had in weeks.
You thought you'd hide this from me?
Wait, you mean you knew?
Even when you were still with the opera company, you had quite the reputation. There was a joke that you could outdrink a fish and the sailor who caught it.
Dorothea, my brain's pounding as it is. Please, stop. It's all true. But I can't handle hearing it from you, the girl I thought I had inspired to greatness. I can't believe I tried so hard to be a good example for you when you knew all along. I should leap into the ocean and drown.
Don't say that. You've not lost a bit of respect from me. Not one bit. Everyone has their faults, and some have more than others, but you were the finest songstress the opera had ever seen. And you've taught me well. What I mean to say is, you're my inspiration. I really do admire you.
Thank you, Dorothea. That means a lot.
No need. I would like. I have done it.
Everything went pretty well.
was not.
This... this... I've...
Let's...
Tell me something. Makes sense to me. Professor.
Me and Ingrid? I guess I'll get to work.
Well now, a rare and welcome proclamation. You're a real sight to behold when you try to be.
Yeah, all right. What's with you today?
Professor, here's the report. Perfect, don't you think?
Ingrid and I go way back. If we couldn't manage to cooperate, then what would that say about us?
Hopefully this proves useful.
Very well, then.
Ready when you are.
Onward.
More fighting.
I'm your girl.
At your service.
I'll comply.
There's no stopping me.
Wasted effort.
Nice try. Prepare yourself. Too slow. I'm fine.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
Ready when you are.
At your service.
More fighting.
Onward.
I'll comply.
I'm your girl.
There's no stopping me.
Too slow. Not quite.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
this quickly! My duty is your death.
So steadfast.
Ready when you are. Too slow. The situation is dire.
At your service.
You saved me.
Onward. Child's play. I'm your girl.
Can't afford to lose. Effort.
I won't back down.
I'm nobody's fool.
All talk and no action.
More fighting. You're amazing.
I cannot lose. Aha.
I'll comply. Too weak for this world.
There's no stopping me.
Wow, thanks.
Will this ever end? Ready when you are.
See you in the eternal flame.
Ah, perfection.
Only thorns left on this rose.
to protect my friends. So helpful.
'Too weak for this world.
Many thanks. I'll only...
Be at peace.
I must figure...
What's the plan? I was just stronger.
They said more fighting. Ready when you are.
I owe you one.
At your service.
I'll comply.
I do this for all of us.
Let's make this quick. I'm your girl.
There's no stopping me.
That really helped.
Is that it?
Don't struggle. I disposed of doubt long ago. That's your best. Out of my way! All talk and no action. It's not enough to beat her.
Obvious. Is that it?
Don't struggle. Eventually, I too will fall. I disposed of doubt long ago.
Thanks.
My...
Guess I've got you.
Still here. Maybe...
Injuries mean nothing.
Back to it.
Damn. What's the plan? Obvious. Is that it? Need
More fighting. Ready when you are.
At your service. This is...
I do this for all of us. I'll be home again soon.
I'll comply.
I'm your girl.
There's no stopping me.
Let's make this quick.
Eventually, I too will fall.
Burn until we meet again.
I don't expect forgiveness.
I disposed of doubt long ago.
That it?
Eventually, I too will fall.
What's the plan?
Ready when you are.
More fighting. At your service.
I'll comply. I'll destroy you! Too weak for this world. That will work! Out of my way! All talk and no action. With
Don't bother haunting me. That Damn. What's the plan? Obvious.
Ready when you are.
More fighting. At your service.
I do this for all of us. I'm your girl. Let's make this quick. I do this for all of us.
What's the plan? Burn until we meet again.
More fighting. Ready when you are.
At your service.
You knew the odds.
Sorry, but this is war! A little scratch won't stop me.
Not bad at all. What? This could be.
Just no. That was.
Finally, I notched a win against you. True, it was a narrow victory. When we spar, I feel like I'm revisiting my past. It's like training with my brother. He always won, always, and died before I could win a single bout. From the first time I held a sword, all I wanted was to surpass him. And that's what drove me to become so strong. Perhaps it's absurd to say such a thing, but I've spent all these years training for a duel with a corpse. Yes, I suppose I did. I can never again spar with my brother, not unless he climbs out of his grave. Still, I continue my endless pursuit of strength. Maybe because I have a new opponent to measure myself against. You, obviously. I beat you this time, but when we next cross swords, who knows what might happen. It was a close match, not a crushing victory. I know that I can do better. I will surpass you in strength, and then I'll become stronger still. Just what I was hoping you'd say. Anyway, thank you for helping me find an answer to the question you asked all those years ago.
Professor, here's the report. Perfect, don't you think?
Ingrid and I go way back.
I work to grow. I suppose
This'll help keep me alive.
Thank you very much.
I have succeeded!
Easy.
Oh.
I passed.
I must
Perfect.
Oh-ho!
Hello! Tell your friends!
Thanks!
Hello! Tell your friends!
Oh, yeah!
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Hello there. This one, yes? I thank you. Return soon, please.
Oh-ho!
Hey there. Come back anytime. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? Is this... There you go. Is this... There you go. Is this it? 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 Is this... There you go. Come back anytime.
Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. 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 Come back anytime.
Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Will this one do? Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon. Welcome. Come back soon. Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon. Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon. Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Will this one do? Many. Will this one do? Many thanks. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon. Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Speaking house from the Curry Harbor.
Hi there!
If you stand in my way, I will strike you down. Need something? This one? You're all set. This one? You're all... See you again soon.
This is a
eating delicious.
I like...
Yeah.
This is...
This looks
Eating alone is nice, but I... I'd rather eat...
Oh-ho!
Hello there. Return soon, please.
Hey, welcome. Come again. Hey, welcome. You have a good eye. A pleasure to... You have a good eye. 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 A pleasure doing business with you. Come again.
Yeah. Hey there. Is this it? There you go. Come back anytime.
Speaking of which...
Professor? So I said, two can play at that game. I told him, a small-time little weasel like you ought to be begging me for attention. Oh, it gets me so mad, so worked up. Why aren't there any men around here who understand what a catch I am? Come to think of it, you've always been nice to me. I mean, you listen to all my problems. I feel like I can really trust you. I don't have that kind of thing with a lot of people. Just let's stop there, okay? You don't need to say anything else. I'd like to maybe talk about this once the war is over. Once we're all safe. All right, enough of this moping around. What we need is a change of mood. We've still got a lot to do together. When I think about that, what are one or two men? I can't stay calm when I'm like this. What's wrong is, it's not just one or two men, it's more like 100 men, maybe even 200, more! I'm completely... Oh, I can't get out of this mood! Actually, I've got an idea. Exercise will help. I'm going to the training ground. Come on and give me a hand. Gonna work my anger out on 100 training dummies. Maybe 200 if we've got them.
I don't like being hit.
You should...
I know.
It's nice to show. You're following me. Stop.
I am leaving you alone, just as you asked. I may be walking the same way as you, but...
What do you want?
You've made it abundantly clear I'm not to want anything from you, including politeness.
I heard a rumor that you're planning to settle down with a noble. You're trying to get close to me, aren't you? You want to marry into House Fraldarius.
Nice try, Felix, but it's not like any old noble will do. I just find you interesting is all. Is that so odd?
Interesting? I'm not interesting. What do you mean?
I've never met a noble so... unsociable. Yes, that's the word, unsociable. Other nobles are quick to be friends, even if it's just because they might gain something from it.
The Empire's nobility, maybe. The Kingdom's nobility is a whole different animal.
If they are, so what? You should care how others think of you.
Why? I don't answer to them. All that matters is improving my skill. I'll prove my worth on the battlefield. Those people care so much about appearances they can't even see each other. It makes me sick.
Oh, I agree. What's important isn't how someone looks, it's their true nature. I don't pretend to know your true nature. I don't even have a very good understanding of my own. But I suppose you see mine just fine, don't you? Just a silly girl with no thoughts in her head except for marrying a noble. Yes? Goodbye, Felix.
Hey Ingrid, how are you? I mean, what are you? Are you, off to train again?
No, I'm headed to town to buy supplies. But I'll be training after that, naturally. Why?
Oh, I just thought you looked serious as ever. I guess that part of you hasn't changed.
Of course it hasn't. I am as I ever was.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess you're right.
You're being weird. Have you always been this weird and I just never noticed?
No, I'm pretty sure. I don't think so. By the by, have you, fallen for anybody recently?
Don't be ridiculous. What are you even bumbling on about?
Well, everyone's been talking about how you got really, pretty. Just, all of a sudden.
Oh, you must be referring to the makeup. It's not a big deal or anything, just experimenting. I'm still learning. Did I mess something up?
Huh? No, I think it looks good. You did surprisingly well. I mean, considering that it's you.
Very funny. But I must say, I'm a bit surprised. It's unlike you to stumble over yourself this much.
What? No, I'm not. I'm just, curious about why. All of a sudden.
Why what? Why I'm wearing makeup?
I'm still guessing it's for a guy. If I had to try and guess what sort of guy, I suppose I'd say... Felix? No, wait. I'm forgetting the royal line. Dimitri would be a way better catch.
Wow, way to make assumptions.
Is it one of the knights? If it's not them... Wait, could it be me?
Don't make me hurt you.
No need for violence, it was just a joke. I mean... It's not a joke that you're beautiful, but I wasn't trying to hit on you or anything. Promise.
Beautiful, huh?
Why am I so unlucky with women lately?
Oh, Sylvain, what's that face for? Have you been dumped again?
Isn't there an unwritten rule you shouldn't ask someone that?
I'm sorry. I thought you didn't mind being dumped. So your love life can get you down sometimes after all. Who knew?
I'm sad every time I break up with someone. It's just... I usually try to be the one doing the breaking up. I've never had a hard time with girls. Ever. Not until recently. But now when I think about it, I wonder what any of them even liked about me. It's not as if any of them knew much about me. I don't get it.
Isn't that what a relationship is for? Learning about someone else? You can't know it all right at the start.
I asked you before if you would have invited me out if I was a peasant.
You did ask me that, yes.
That was wrong of me to say. It's not an excuse, but I'm always so suspicious. I'm a nobleman with a crest. The marriage proposals don't stop coming.
Can you hear me?
Everybody wants me. Except, they don't actually want me at all. They want my bloodline. Within my family and without. It's always the same story. Sometimes I think that if I didn't have a crest, no one would look at me twice.
I see. And you're probably not wrong. Honestly, I've had those same sort of thoughts myself.
Oh? What sort of thoughts might those be?
I sang, people cheered and applauded, and when I walked off stage, I'd find the same thing every night. A mountain of presents and marriage proposals. But none of those people knew me. All they knew was the singer they saw on the stage. All they wanted was my looks and my voice. None of them even tried to get to know the real me.
I'm pretty sure I've heard this somewhere.
We may come from different places, but we're much the same, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I suppose we are. Look, Dorothea, I've realized something. Even if you were an old grandma, I'd still flirt with you. And I'd absolutely win you over. Though, I'd much rather win you over now, and be with you until you become an old grandma.
That might be the most legitimately romantic thing you've ever said, Sylvain. And I can't say I disagree. I'd rather you win me over now, too. So that I can stay by your side until you're an old grandpa.
Well, before any of that, will you go to dinner with me?
I'd be happy to.
Sylvain.
Hi. Why do you look so down? But hey, if you're talking to me of your own accord, can I assume you figured out I'm not a monster?
I wanted to apologize about my treatment of you earlier, Sylvain. I am not normally one to put stock in such rumors.
Nothing to be upset about. I mean, I've kind of earned that reputation. I've got this sickness. When I see a pretty girl, I can't stop myself from flirting with her. Like you, for instance.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear of your illness. Perhaps my magic will help heal you.
Huh? No, I didn't mean it like that.
No? Are you not ill then?
You know what? Let's move on. Can I take this to mean everything is good between us?
Of course. Sylvain, I look forward to getting to know you without the falsity of rumors.
Great. Would you like to celebrate our new friendship by joining me for a meal?
You would treat me to a feast? That is very kind of you.
A chance to spend time with a sweet girl like yourself? It's a pleasure. Your voice like birdsong, your eyes clear as diamonds. But above all, I'm drawn to your kind and loving heart. I am a captive to your charms, Flame.
I hear that very frequently. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess a girl as cute as you would get a lot of compliments.
Anyway, what type of meal were you considering, Sylvain? I would love some seafood, followed by a delicious cake. Oh, I am absolutely famished, as I often am. Shall we be on our way?
She's a tough one. Sheltered girls like her usually fall for that kind of stuff. But she's much too savvy, even for a smooth talker like myself.
Professor Hananaman, how unexpected.
Hello, Miss Dorothea. There is something I would like to ask you, should you have a moment.
And whatever would that be, Professor?
Ah, it's just some rumor I heard about your prejudice against the nobility. You remember when you came to me before, and we talked about how I used to be noble? I was just wondering what your aim was.
To clarify, I only hate nobles who are obsessed with their status. You're not that kind of man, Professor. I mean that, really. And it sounds like you never were.
I see. But hating nobles obsessed with their status, you must have had some terrible experience in the past. Ah, my apologies. That was rather presumptuous.
No, it's fine. As I'm sure you know, I was a highly praised songstress for a time. Before I was a singer, though, I was an orphan. And before that, I was the daughter of a noble's maid.
My goodness! From an orphan to a renowned songstress. That is quite a life you have led, Miss Dorothea.
Well, I don't remember much of my early years. My father was never there, and my mother was driven out of the noble house where she worked. Before long, she fell ill. I was always alone, and I lived in the alleys of the imperial capital, just trying to survive from one day to the next.
I see.
Eventually, after I became a singer, I met the nobleman that I think is my father.
Oh.
He'd had a child with a maid, but the child didn't have a crest. So he threw them both away. Those were his very words. I can't prove that he really was my father, but I suppose it doesn't matter. He didn't know who I was. And when he flirted with me, my feelings were something beyond fury. I was dumbfounded. In truth, I felt that way about all of the nobles who flocked around me, yet would just as easily have tossed me away should it better suit them.
You have my most heartfelt of apologies, Dorothea. I am afraid my curiosity has opened old wounds. Sadly, it is undeniable that the nobility is full of such terrible people. Perhaps even myself.
Professor?
Oh, it is nothing. Just lost in a memory of my own. Just know that I will do my part to ensure that you always know kindness in this world.
Thank you.
Okay, I must drop off these papers with Bernadetta. I'm not sure how to go about this. She's as timid as a mouse, and that's when speaking to people her own age. She'll likely scream the second she sees me. Maybe this is a mistake. All that noise is going to frighten the other students.
Hi. Can I help you?
Ah, hello. I have some business with Bernadetta. I wasn't sure how to approach her.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. What business do you have with Bernie?
I was supposed to deliver this, you see. Perhaps you can take it off my hands?
Right. Thanks for taking the time.
No trouble at all. Here it is.
Thanks. I'm going to head in now, if that's okay.
Whew, that's quite a relief. How kind of Bernadetta's friend, making that delivery for me. Wait a second. That was Bernadetta. But it couldn't have been. She spoke so normally. She didn't act frightened at all. In fact, she was quite friendly. Ouch! Oh, yes, it still hurts when I pinch my cheek, so I'm not dreaming. I'm glad the ordeal's done with, but now I feel terribly confused and a little worried. Meek little Bernadetta, what have they done to you?
Manuela, a moment?
Oh, hello, Sedith. I must apologize, but I'm quite busy. Perhaps we could talk another time?
I have already confirmed that you have no urgent business. I would like to hear your explanation now.
My explanation? For what?
Allow me to be more specific. Where were you, and what were you doing last night?
Oh, my dear Sedith. You must relax that worried brow. Those forehead creases will ruin your beauty.
Just answer the question, please.
What question is that? The one you already know the answer to? Last night I had a bit of fun and a bit of drink. Less of one and more of the other, sure, but...
How much you drink is not my concern. But you are an adult who is tasked with the supervision of children. You should not be causing trouble for the students. It is unacceptable for you to expose them to your disgraceful behavior. Even more so to impose upon them the labor of cleaning up your mess.
Oh, don't oversell it. All they did was walk with me back to my room.
From what I hear, you had to be carried.
I'd like to think I'd remember that. If it happened, and it probably didn't, it's not as if I'm heavy. Nobody hurt themselves. Did they? Come on, Sedith. Loosen up. If you're so worried about how I'll behave, why don't you join me for a drink sometime? I mean, I only get in trouble when I drink alone.
If it will help to improve your behavior, I would not object to accompanying you from now on.
Well, that sounds just delicious. What are you doing tonight, around...
But first I will lecture you on all of the intricacies of proper behavior in the supervision of children. And until I am done, you will not drink a drop of alcohol. If you agree to those conditions, I will join you. I will even drink with you. Alcohol has little effect on me.
That is just... You know, getting lectured by you is... Well, I think the word is torture. Yes, that's it. Torture. And I won't have it. I'm going to go get a drink and try to forget this ever happened.
How is it that you imagine yourself the tortured one?
What?
Just... No. Just...
What?
Thank you. Professor, here's the report. Perfect, don't you think?
Ingrid and I go way back. If we couldn't manage...
Can't let this power go unused.
I'd never have learned this back in my room.
I have much expertise now.
Technique never betrays.